Claxby Hill. We had a very long, made Norwegian-style sledging.
No, not that.
We hurtled down, we hit what not to be disturbed.
Go and find her. Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
Okay, you guys want anything else?
3 butterbeers and some ginger and lime, please. 6 shots of giggle water.
Pete Earl Grey, huh?
This snake juice is basically rat poison. Spent my whole life right here in Lackawanna County.
Drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Shut up!
Hey guys, welcome back. This round is on me, and if you have found yourself one booth down, welcome. A doctor, a lawyer, a pilot, and a professor, and a couple people hanging out in our live chat have all walked into a bar. Yeah. We've got a great show for you tonight. Coming up a little later, I've got a at least host favorite game of ours from the feedback I got from it for the first time. But we're playing the Guess the Sound game. Workshop. We need to workshop the name in the chat, where I play clips and sounds from movies, and you have to tell me what it is. Let us know in the chat if we've got a good.
The feedback he got was from William too.
Yes, William too said he loved it.
Mirror William couldn't hear too well from behind the glass, but that's okay.
But before we do that, we're going to lead out like we always do with the dailies.
What are we going to call this?
I write for the Daily Prophet.
That's crap.
I want the name of this flying whatchamacallit to go with the Daily Planet like bacon and eggs.
Crap.
Daily Bugle?
That's pretty good. But it's taken.
Well, guys, welcome to the Dailies, the current events, releases, and obsessions that are actively feeding our fandoms as we speak. Who went first, last? Alex, what do you got?
Oh, okay. Some of you are more aware than others that I have entered a new stage of insanity, and that is becoming.
You do live in Florida.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's its own. I don't claim it. I don't claim it. I have become a runner, and my recent insanity is I have just completed my first half marathon.
Huzzah! But where are you running from? Like, that's the only reason I would think you would be running.
No.
William 2.
William 2. I tapped on the glass, and it scared him.
No wonder the movie, what's the Jordan Peele movie?
Get Out.
Us. The one you didn't watch?
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, excuse me, I Am Legend instead of watching iRobot.
Wow, we're shooting at each other fast.
That's what I'm running from. I make snide comments and I run. No, that was a big one for me. I was like, yeah, that's kind of a landmark.
That's incredible. What's a time? What's a good time for? Are you one
me
that
or in general? Well, for me, I completed it a little over 2 hours. 2:24, 2:23. My goal, I want to get under 2 hours because that means I could run a full marathon in under 4. That's a decent time. Of course, when I've only been running since 9 months now, that's a little better. But there's a few more half marathons that are on the horizon that I've got a couple of my running buddies that are like, we should go do this. Let's make a trip out of it. So we'll see what's next. Maybe I come do like the Derby City half marathon. I think that just happened. But
yeah, that'd be fun.
Some Louisville ones or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your go-to if you're running solo? Mm-hmm. Are you like music playlist person, audiobooks?
I may be a runner crazy, but I am not no music crazy. Like that's a whole different breed of runners who are like, yeah, you should just raw dog the run, and I'm like, sure.
He listens
and then just
to horses running, just popping sounds.
But the problem with that is, once I get to the end, they're like, oh. Got to put him down. Like, this one's broken. Yikes. So, no, I'm a music guy, and normally it's like heavy metal.
Yeah,
It just gets the blood pumping. Because, otherwise my heart rate is just so low. It's just like, I got to get the heart rate up with some heavy metal. Yeah, Zach, I'll send you my
heavy metal. I've been on some of his Whatnot streams, and I'm gonna link his Whatnot account down in the description. He's got such a cool, chill stream for hobbyists and cards, and his playlists are incredible. I don't know if he's got Spotify playlist for that, but they do. They set such a vibe there, and it strays into some heavy metal stuff too. But
ooh, all right,
usually
we're gonna have to swap. We're gonna have to swap playlists there, sir.
Usually, if I'm back before all of the organs were removed, when I was running every other day, I had a playlist that had a nice. It was a tempo. The tempo to the song was about 120 beats per minute, 120 to 130, because I got real nerdy in that regard, because I got to the point where it would push me to a pace that was just a little past my comfort zone. But once I got there and I kind of settled into that like anaerobic state.
So I go for a 180. I do a 180 BPM. That way I can go for 100. I'll never hit 180 steps per minute, so it gets me right around 170, which is what you should be aiming for steps per minute. Don't worry, my heart rate is already way up there.
Right. Well, that's I do like it for like consuming like books, especially the real long ones. But I don't set any sort of pace at all.
I have a writing playlist on its own, but anyways, that's yeah,
okay.
You've made this a longer daily than I intended, but yeah, my half marathon. We're gonna have a half marathon length daily at this rate. So.
Perfect.
That's
the last half marathon I finished was Phineas and Ferb on Disney XD.
Yeah. Well, I'll go next because I think I rounded it out. No, Alex, you rounded it out the last time. No, I think I did. Anyway,
you know what?
Way,
I think anybody but Will. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm still saucy about the Nintendo Switch 2. For
saucy,
because
like the new nugs at Wendy's. That's what it is. Saucy
nugs.
I'm kind of two minds here. I think they did what they needed to do with the Switch 2.
We talked about Severance last time. You can only have one mind.
Yeah, exactly. Bigger screen, better processor, just all around refine the hardware. Great. The price is in limbo right now because they announced it. They had their Nintendo Direct back on the 2nd of April. And then they said, we're going to open it up for pre-orders last week on the 9th. And now, who knows? Because, well, how do I state this just factually? Over the past 2 days, because of certain actions, the Dow Industrials lost almost 3,000 points. And Nintendo was like, well, until we iron out what's happening with these terrific changes. Yeah.
Terrific changes? Wow.
Anyway, no.
Aren't you glad I didn't bring up the reason that this occurred?
inserts calm down Cody rant. I know Cody has even pointed out that he feels like it's refreshing that I'm the one who brings up current geopolitical climate more than he does. And he says, I feel like it's growth that I find out these things from you and not me watching the news. Hopefully we'll get it in hand.
I've recently adopted 2 history podcasts into my repertoire because I feel like living in the past is healthier than living in the current geopolitical present.
Right? I've just started Harry Potter again, and I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper.
I think it's time for a community rewatch is really what it is. Like that's
I'm 3
That being
seasons
said,
deep.
if the price doesn't go to like $1,000 and the games aren't like $100, there's early reports that the Switch 2's processor in a handheld is on par with the PS4 Pro, which if they are actually pulling that off in a handheld device, they've even, with the dock that they announced with it, it has a fan built into it so that whenever you dock it, it can actively cool the hardware so that it can run at higher performance. It outputs at 4K onto TV. Hogwarts Legacy even had a bit during the direct where they had said we're excited to bring the improved graphics, and the load times between worlds are gone. So I know that was the big pain point for you, Cody.
I will defend the Switch port. Like it's remarkable that they got it to work as well as they did.
I think the port is USB-C. It's amazing. It works with like all the devices.
There's two now.
As well as they did, I will defend the port. I think the makers at Portkey Games did a remarkable job. With that being said, I'm relieved that I no longer have to defend it.
You can defend it all you want to. We downloaded it on the Switch the day that it came out, and the first time I got stuck on a booting loop to walk inside of a store.
Oh, yeah.
I said, nope. And I think I bought an Xbox the next time.
Yeah.
I did, but
there's so many doors to walk through. You're like...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but assuming that the Switch is actually for sale, we are pretty excited about it. Some of the new games do look incredible, and the big part of the direct was developers saying, "Hey, with this new hardware, all of these AAA games that we have in development, we are going to unilaterally release it on the Switch day one," which is exciting. But anyway, that one was mine.
It's not a day one purchase for me because I have the original Switch and I have the Xbox, and I still have quite a few games I need to like work my way
and
through.
He still has my PS4 on loan. You've never even booted it up. I'm gonna steal that back and give it to my nephews now. So
I did boot it up, and then a week later, my wife gave me the Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Murphy's Law at its finest.
True, Dad.
And yeah, so and I play games like with Hogwarts Legacy, I get like 6 hours in and then set it down for 6 months and then pick it up again and then pick it up again. So
before we run the risk of you having like a 3 or a 4 go ahead, Cody. What do you got?
Eyeballs, clawing, rip out. Ice pick.
It doesn't count as
ear.
his daily if you hadn't designated him yet, so he could just go on.
I was just feeding off of yours.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, earlier in March was Lexington Comic-Con.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Since we haven't done episodes in a while, there's kind of the things that have built up in the interim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the villain only get together because it actually stands for Comic Convicts. And so everybody just shows up there.
Yeah, they
like
all have
the Joker.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a criminal convention where we talk how we do all the best criming.
Exactly. I'm glad everyone knew that. It's stand-up comedians, the Comic Con, like they...
But it was really fun this year.
So dumb. I'm sorry.
It had to play out though. It had to go to the end.
My cosplay was fairly on point this year. I was Indiana Jones one day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was Indiana Jones one day, and the next day I was Colonel Mustard, and Miss Michelle was Miss Peacock.
I was a little concerned though when you said that the second day because I was like, wait a second, I called him Dr. Jones on day one. Did I like royally screw up who they were? I got a little self-conscious that I'd somehow insulted you for. I was like, So I'm glad it was separate characters. Otherwise,
see, I went as a boulder and then as a candlestick the next day.
What was your favorite cosplay that you saw at Comic-Con?
Favorite cosplay that I saw? Oh Lord, I have to.
Invisible Girl.
Racking my brain. Well, I'll give it to this one. One of the panels that we went to, someone had a pretty spot on Jason David Frank White Ranger on there. That was pretty good.
Was that the kid that played was the bully in the classroom that Dallas and I invented, who also plays the evil character in Stranger Things? When Jason David Franklin Jr. Who plays the villain in Stranger Things? What was his name? See, I'm not
Jamie.
crazy. Everyone listening thinks I'm crazy, but I'm actually serious. Is this the same person? So it was like Jason Franklin Jr. is picking on me, and that was the joke Dallas and I were making. What was his name?
John
I'm not
Jacob.
crazy.
Jamie Campbell Bauer.
Jamie Campbell Bauer. Yeah, they're not the same person. I've just realized, but I was like, is it...
and I'm ashamed to admit that I did not immediately catch that because he also depicted a young Grindelwald in both.
Oh yeah.
The movie and in
That's a different kind of white power ranger.
Oh,
different.
Ooh, grabs color tips twice.
He's the racist wizard. It's not bad again. Oh no, canceled. Alex is canceled.
If you had, so I did get to interview Bailey Ragusan, who's the Magic Wand Blonde on Instagram, and I had dubbed her the queen of Harry Potter cosplay because she doesn't just like cosplay as a character. Like, get the outfit and dress up as the character. She takes obscure elements and turns them into full outfits. She had a Mardi Gras outfit that was inspired by the pudding that Aunt Petunia made that Dobby levitated through the house.
Yeah.
She had one where she dressed up like a werewolf, and the smock dress that she had was the Defense Against the Dark Arts book, open to page 394. And so it was like she was the werewolf coming out of page 390. Incredible. And so did you see any of them like that like took elements and made inspired outfits from it? Or
for what it's worth, this was over a month ago at this point, at the time of recording.
You knew there were going to be questions.
Yes. Yeah. But
did you see Jamie Campbell Bauer, Jimmy Johnson,
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt? Was he there?
Was he the yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white Power Ranger?
We did 3 panels. We watched 3 panels. One was a Power Ranger panel with 2 Time Force Rangers, which I got their seasons, both of them, to sign on DVD. So Alex, their physical media.
Yes.
Swank. There's the most expensive DVD of my life, and got some pictures. It was real fun. Nice. And one of the panelists was the girl who played Trini Kwan's daughter from the original in the anniversary special that came out 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So I have now had real life encounters with 3 of the 5 Rangers from that special at this point, which was really fun. And also we did a Twilight panel with some of the like side characters from Twilight, the like larger Cullen family. And Michelle wanted to go see that one. She was the only one who was excited for that panel.
Right.
The only one excited between the two of you.
Well,
no one in the world.
We always go every year with Hannah and Joe, our Michelle's friends. It's always a double date type of thing. But let's just say they were in on the joke and they were in on the meme that is Twilight, and they were actually quite hysterical. And it was a really fun panel, and they gave a lot of really good insights about what it was like on the movie.
Oh, that's fun.
And then this one for William, Jason Isaacs himself, Lucius Malfoy. Or, sorry, I reversed that. Lucius Malfoy himself, Jason Isaacs.
I pronounced it luscious once in front of Jimmy. And she has refused to call him anything else since then. She'll be like, we'll play this. Have you seen Richard Ayoade in anything? The actor with the glasses.
Crowd.
Yeah, he was on the IT crowd. That when we are like playing Hogwarts and I'm Draco, that's the voice I adopt. And so it's like, oh, well, why does she get to do it over there? Father, come here, Father, where? And she'll go, Draco, I'm going to call Luscious. And he's not going to be happy. Oh, and I love it. I love it so much.
I love the lore of each individual family in this represented here.
I got really close to asking. He had a lot of questions. He had a lot of things where I was not allowed to ask because he gets them every single time, so he just ran through them. Like,
Mhm.
don't ask me
Right,
about
yeah.
most of my voice work because I don't remember. I do like 400 of them a year.
Wow.
So when he was a Grand Inquisitor, no memory. When he was Admiral Zhao from season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, no memory of it. He does
Oh,
like
wow.
400 of those a year. So he's like, don't ask me about the voice work. Don't ask me what it's like to be a villain. It's awesome.
Oh, there you go.
He was the best looking villain.
I can confirm.
And I was going to ask him for you, William, if his character in The Patriot was a squibbed Malfoy. I did not get to it. Because there were so many kids in the audience. There's so many kids in the line for questions. I didn't want to be that guy. So I let the kiddos go first. But he did talk about The Patriot. You know, just it was a fun time. Like Lexington Comic-Con, all across the board, fun time. Apparently my thing every year is autographs. I've gotten autographs every time I've gone. I've gone, so it's been fun.
You're sitting around 3 local internet celebrities with a following of 2 whole people, and you've never asked for our autograph.
2,000.
One thing I will say I like about going for Power Ranger autographs is because they know that their fame is dedicated to this one thing, and they're super approachable about it.
I thought you were going to say, and they're super broke and they need the money.
Please let me sign something, anything.
But it was really fun. But they were very gracious, very like. My first year, I won't say which actor it was kind of rude, but this year it was
Jimmy Campbell Bauer.
Yeah. Did Jason Isaacs try to fight the local Daryl Isaacs, the heavy hitter attorney? Because I would have paid money to see that.
No, he did not. Next year, I hope he's there.
I've lived
they
away
have Tim
from
Daly.
Kentucky for so long, and yet I have not forgotten Daryl Isaacs or the used car dealership guy who's like,
Eric
it's
Secon.
my nickel for a pickle for a nickel deal. Come on down. You can get a car for as low.
Eric Secon is an Eastern Kentucky thing / South American thing after he got caught at
It took me a minute to process who Daryl Isaacs even was, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's the attorney guy in all those commercials.
Chad said Daryl Isaacs is national treasure. He's not
To be fair, out of the course of my entire life, I've probably seen Daryl Isaacs on screen more than I have Jason Isaacs. Just by him being in local commercials in between cartoons and things that I've watched.
So. Fair.
Tony Melito, that's his name. Hi, I'm Tony Melito, the dealer for the people. That was his shtick. That's the Louisville thing in me. Yeah.
That was too far west.
Sorry.
Far east.
All right, Dallas, what do you got?
Okay, so I really built that up for no payoff whatsoever on the end of it.
That's the best kind.
Right?
Pure disappointment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been playing some video games. I don't know if you guys knew
You
that or
don't
not. I do have an interview tomorrow, kind of, but maybe we'll wait till after that.
I want to point out that, Dallas, you are the most cultured man in the group where you're like, well, I lead search and rescue teams. I'm involved in the tech team at our church. I have a family. I'm a great dad. And then
Movie
you're always
bracket,
like,
you were like,
games.
I've read
I'm
all the books.
We started as like a pop
taste.
culture thing,
Yeah.
so I just kind of
leaning into it.
Yeah, I do have an interview with Ohio Task Force 1 tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. So
That's his
we get deployed
superhero
all over
origin
the
story.
Now, are you going to have to move?
No.
Okay.
So I will only do things
were
with
sweaty.
them if we get deployed, and so we may have to
Gotcha.
like they were in North Carolina, they were in California during the fires. Any major when the floods hit Eastern Kentucky a couple months ago, I worked alongside some of them, and so it was like, what if I just did this with you guys? And so that's what.
To quote my students, you moving to Ohio would not be skibbity.
That's true. I would have lost my Riz.
You know what? Negative 10 points from Gryffindor. You are hurting Gryffindor actively right now.
I am only saying it so that if any of them listen to it, they're so embarrassed that they'll never actually say it anymore.
That's true.
You took their power.
Yeah. Like it's the whole smoke this whole pack of cigarettes. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that, Riz.
Well, everyone here at the podcast, and I'm sure everyone listening is wishing you the best luck. Maybe we'll get an update next time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
go Dallas McKinney
and Burns. So
that'll be it for the dailies, guys. We're going to take a break, and whenever we come back, we've got our still to be named, name that sound, asterisk, like the Thunderbolts asterisk.
Yeah.
Till we get a better name. Anyway, so we'll be right back.
I'm gonna go as fast as I can so I don't miss anything.
Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom first? I gotta go to work.
We'll return after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by the Big Red Button Podcast.
Do you know what you'd do in a nuclear apocalypse?
Because we sure as quack don't.
See how our choices get us into trouble and back out again in this actual play podcast.
Big Red Button is for lovers of the Fallout franchise, choose your own adventures, and tabletop role-playing games rolled into one big audio drama.
Our band of stragglers is unraveling a mystery in the wasteland, and we're at the mercy of the roll of the dice.
So grab your Geiger counters, take your rat away, and subscribe to our new show, The Big Red Button.
Oh, shoot, did I miss the halftime show? Gosh dang it, who'd they have?
What are you doing in here? You're in here. I pay for that privilege.
I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah, I'm having an heart attack. Get back to work.
Okay, we're back. And let me make sure.
We didn't even take a break. We were here the whole time.
I spilled my bottle a little. We came out so fast.
I walked out of the office at 5:00, and next thing I knew it was 9 a.m. And
see, every other time we say we're going to go on a break and we'll be right back.
I break my leg. It's tradition.
And then we do, and I'm like, oh wait, that's As It Was
right
by Harry Styles, and not Bluey, and then. And then Dallas does something weird, and then we come back, but then we still splice in the little break sound of.
Listen, we got.
And
we
this
got there
time
in
you
the
were
end.
just like, and we'll be back, and we're back. I'm like, where's a word from our sponsors? This ain't PBS Kids. Like come on.
we got stuff to do today. That's the magic of post.
Daryl Isaac's commercial is gonna have to wait. Let's go.
Okay,
let's get this.
Can we please include a Daryl Isaacs?
I will. I 100%
I'm Tony
will.
Melito. This is the dealer for the
people. Okay,
I'm gonna have to find
everybody. Turn your volume up.
Yes.
Get your headphones in.
You too in the chat as well.
Yes,
also.
in the chat. If you're
also you too. I still have that album.
Everyone had
That's
it.
all the
Apple forced us to
Apple.
have it. Okay, I have, and I've actually got them already preloaded into Riverside. I have 11 sounds that all came from a movie inside of our bracket. The goal is easy. I will play you the sound.
Stop it.
I'm
so excited.
You can tell me the movie, and if you can pinpoint the exact moment in that movie.
Oh, man.
Then there's points to be had for getting it right and then getting it super right, essentially. So you get the point if you can tell me the movie. You get bonus points if you can tell me the moment in the movie. Are you ready? I do need to get a notepad up for this to keep score. Okay, here is sound number 1.
It's quiet. I don't hear anything.
It's not playing yet.
I know this was. It's quiet.
It's Quiet Place.
Yeah.
All right, let me try this again.
So glad that all of us made the same joke.
Okay, send me your responses in the chat.
Oh wait, I forgot where the window was. There we go. Wait, what's this? Oh, wait. I thought I thought you were playing another one. It's just the train that sometimes comes around.
Actually, I think that's me this time. It's normally one of you all.
How are there two people with trains close by at 11
I'm not
o'clock
used to this.
every time?
It's because God hates us.
I live like 10 yards from a train track.
Guess that sound. I know this one. It's a
Zach
train.
in the chat say Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. No, unfortunately, it has to be one of the movies that was on our bracket. Okay.
I'm getting 2 points.
Terrible
here.
movie, great book.
I know this one. Like the back of my
I don't think I do.
hand.
Cody has said Spaceballs. That
seemed like a very Rick Moranis yell.
I think
Dallas, you have said Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That, unfortunately, is also incorrect, sir.
I know this sound like it's the back of my hand.
And Alex, you have said the knife in between the finger scene at the mess hall in Alien. And you, sir, are correct.
Thank you.
See, but what I love about the full context doesn't help.
It wasn't funny, man.
There's the train.
There's the train again.
Censored.
All right, so I did say if you gave me the movie, that's 1 point. If you gave me the scene, that is 2 points. So, Alex, you are at 2 points, sir.
I was celebrating on mute because this train is just like aggressive. It's like, I'm here and I'm proud.
I know what people would like for this horn to be going off the whole time.
Let me sing you the song of my people.
Right? All right, here is sound number 2. Prep your ear holes. We're incoming.
Or my ear tubes.
Do we play it again?
No.
Yep.
I'm afraid my confidence might have been a hint.
I think I know what it is. I don't think it's what I put. I'm bad at these games.
Okay, so Dallas has said 2001: A Space Odyssey, and that is incorrect, sir. Cody has said Dune 2: Skibbity Boogaloo, and that is unfortunately technically correct. But Alex has
only 1 point. Lisa Nagaib.
Yes, only 1 point.
Shai
Now, Alex,
Hulud.
can you tell me specifically where that was from?
So that is as Tim Tam Chamalama Dang Dong has gone down, and he is now prepping for Shai Hulud to come to write his first.
Oh, I should have
sandworm.
asked because that
His
is
first
incorrect.
Dang
sir.
it! Is this as they're about to leak? No. Yes, it's the worm, the water of life. The water of life.
Yep, it is the Water of Life scene with the baby sandworms.
Water of life. Dang
Spike
it.
tubes.
To meet the baby.
1.5 points?
Sure, yeah, I'll give you one.
No, I don't take half points. I'm not like some
I do.
other person in this chat.
No,
yeah,
I'll give it to
no.
No. Okay. Sound number 3. Are we ready? Jealous, you want it
I
again?
love this sound so much.
Yeah, do it
I know
again.
this.
Okay. Now, just for some context, to remember, these are all from movies that were on our bracket.
This is heading into one of my favorite lines in any movie of all time that I quote all the time.
Cody,
I know.
you have said Men in Black, one of the lab scenes. That is incorrect, sir. Dallas, you have said Men in Black, cricket. That is incorrect, sir. Alex, you have said a Big Hero 6 deflating Baymax.
That's right, yeah.
Harry baby. Harry baby.
You've quoted that on here before.
Did you file a report when your flying robots were stolen?
No, I thought they were all destroyed.
Harry baby.
Harry
goes home.
baby.
I'm doing great so far. You're doing fantastic.
Oh, it's just, it's a sight to behold.
Points.
Dallas, I gave them.
Actually,
to you.
it's a sound to be here, not just a sight to behold. A sound to be here.
I need that on a T-shirt. That could be a tagline of the show. Oh,
It's a
what a
sound.
sound to be!
Is that the name of this bit?
A sound to be here.
Did I just name our?
You did.
Yes.
It's also why it's called the Grapefruit Network. In case anybody was wondering, the stupidest things I say.
Oh, it's the best.
The Alex
It's the
Memorial,
best,
the sound to be here game.
Pro-am.
Yeah.
There's a grapefruit
Marathon
in
to
her purse.
cure rabies. Meredith Pro-am. Yep.
I'm going to run it again here. The story of the grapefruit that inspired the whole Grapefruit Network. For anybody who's stumbled on this and has not gone through our entire back catalog, incredible.
Allie and I went to see the new James Bond. We're about 5 minutes from the end. And this couple walks into the theater, just carrying on a conversation, looking at their cell phone, big old bag. I'm like, we're 5 minutes from the end. And they sit down next to us and harumph, and they're adjusting. And I'm trying to make as much noise in the mic as possible because that's what it was like sitting next to them. And the movie ends and they storm out. And we could hear them talking in the hallway, and they go see an usher. Allie and I are like, we could just go to the car right now, but we're not going to do that. So we sit down at a table. So there's this poor 16-year-old girl wearing her black and orange Regal uniform, and she's just getting berated by this actual Karen and male Karen. We can hear them like, how did we go to the... I'm like, all right, did they go to the wrong theater? Did they go to the wrong time? What happened? They have been escorted to talk to the manager, and I'm like, I'm going to go ask her what happened. And I walk up and I go, what's going on? And she's like, they came to the wrong showing. Their ticket was for yesterday night. And so they walked in. They're mad because the ending has been spoiled for them, and they want a refund. They walk back over, and they're deciding what they want to do. And we look. The woman has a full grapefruit, a grapefruit in her purse. A grapefruit in her purse. Who brings a grapefruit as a movie snack? A grapefruit! And then she's angry that they came to the wrong showing a whole day late. It wasn't like they missed it by 10 minutes. It's a whole day. And they brought a grapefruit. I have the picture. It will go in the show notes. It will go in the show notes. I'm not making
picture of it?
Heck yeah!
This
Oh, you think that if you just carry around a grapefruit in your purse, you get a free pass in society? We live in a society where a grapefruit in your purse is an acceptable movie snack. How are you going to eat that thing? That was the best movie experience we've had.
I think my best podcast experience so far is a grapefruit in her purse.
That lady is living a feral life out there in the wilderness and has no clue.
She inspired the whole empire, the whole thing.
She did.
Madam, if you are listening, please contact
We
us.
owe you $0 in royalties, but we will send you a
Exactly
subscription
zero.
to the Grapefruit of the Month Club.
Yes. Okay, sound number 4. Are we ready?
What?
That's it?
That
One
was
more.
it.
Do it again. Do it again.
Well,
I don't have a clue.
Can you play the full context clip so I can get it right?
No.
What? One more time, if you don't mind, good sir.
I don't mind at all.
It's a train.
This is a guess.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome to my world. Guesses. I've been guessing for 2 episodes.
What is my life?
I can't. I think I can. I don't feel good about placing it.
Okay. Dallas.
Yep.
You've sent in your answer.
Probably.
Right. All of
I did. Yes, I did. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Dallas
did I put it in the right chat? Oh.
Dallas has said Jurassic World. That is incorrect, sir.
Well, of course it is.
Alex has said A Quiet Place 3, dropping the toy.
No. 3 was the number. This
3.
is the third question. Is there a third Quiet Place?
No. 3. No, this is
the third question.
We're on sound number 4.
Yeah.
I've only given 3 answers.
You did Big Hero 6, but you didn't put a 3 by Big Hero 6. This is your 4th answer.
Ha, you're right. This is my 4th thing. Here, hold on. 4. A Quiet Place.
For shame. I bet you feel silly right now.
I feel so stupid.
I bet you feel like silly goose.
Well, I am glad that you cleared that up because that's incorrect. Cody has said Star Trek First Contact seems Borgy.
Perhaps we should just knock.
That is correct, sir.
What?
Wow. Good work.
This is insane.
Good work.
The fact that what led me there was the fact that you two didn't recognize it at all as like non-Trek people. So I'm like, okay, it might be one of my movies.
Well, first off, that shouldn't be anything. I haven't recognized any of them so far. So that should not be a clue
watch
about
any
anything.
of the movies. He just read the IMDb.
I went through my catalog of my movies that you only tolerated because
I only read the novelizations of all of these, and there was 0 sounds.
Makes sense.
He's at a horrible disadvantage. Okay,
Yeah.
sound number 5.
Sounds like my air conditioner.
I don't want you to play it again.
Okay.
I don't want you to play it again because it's so loud in my earballs. But
oh no.
What? What broke you so bad? It was a sound to Behear. He's
Say bees?
It's hard. No, hold on. He's making fun of me. Make him be nice. There we go. The chat will come to my aid.
No,
they could have heard you say that out loud too. You have to
I'm not laughing at you.
Dallas joined in.
Dallas said Iron Giant. That is incorrect. Cody said the Iron Giant tube hole.
Two balls?
Tube hole.
Tube hole. Gotcha. That's true.
Which is also incorrect.
I bet it does make that sound, though. I bet you're not wrong.
The Iron Giant's tube hole makes that sound. Alex has said Spaceballs, the Sandcrawler thing. That is also incorrect.
Dang it.
That didn't help me at all.
This is the scene from Galaxy Quest when they are launching the ship and it veers hard to the left and scrapes the edges of the launching bay all the way out into space. And Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver are like, they're leaning in their chair trying to say like, other way. other way, and it scratches the metal the whole way down.
We have designed this setup exactly as you have used it on the program.
But you know
the
what?
documentary. And he's like, I don't know how to do it.
Dallas and Cody, I am going to give half points because it was indeed scraping down the side of a giant iron tube hole on its way out into space.
We said the secret word.
This is unfair. The Jedi Order is unfair, William. It's unconscionable.
Listen, I had to give Dallas the points for the Rickman and Morty.
I am with
half points are absolutely pity points.
Oh,
and I will
they 100%
vacuum up as
are.
many as we can.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. All right. Here is.
I was like, is that a dinosaur?
You're gonna vacuum
turkey variants?
You're gonna vacuum them up in your iron giant tube hole.
But does it have two holes or just one?
There's a bend in the hose, so it's a tube. Okay.
Oh, you should see a metal urologist about that.
I do know a guy who specializes in metallurgy, so we could also get something happening.
It's metal urology.
The Blacksmith Power Ranger. Got it. The Blacksmith Power Ranger.
I believe Grant Wallace would come up with something, William.
Okay. Here is sound number 6.
Let's do it again.
That was the sound. That is actually the sound Alex made after Dune 2 lost.
That's true.
I'm actually playing clips from our March Madness movie break. All right, I have responses from Alex. And okay, everybody has
that
locked
one.
it in.
That's such a good one.
Sir. Yes. Cody has said, I would say 2001, but there was way little in the way of noise. It could be Alien, but I think it's us. What?
I like that his inner monologue came out in the chat.
Is it us? Us. Okay. Wrong. Alex has said Spaceballs somewhere in the movie. That is also incorrect.
Somewhere wrong.
Dallas has said shrink-wrapped kids.
Oh, is it?
I guess Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh. Well, you, sir, are also wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, why did everybody gasp at that? I guessed it.
Because it felt very Rick Moranis-y.
Right, that's what I thought.
Are you ready for the full clip?
Yeah.
The best drink in existence is the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster, the effect of which is like having your brain smashed out by a slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
Just read that book recently.
Did you not hear their screams in the book? Did they not give it away?
No, Stephen Fry did not narrate the screams.
All right.
I thought
Nobody
that was
got
Raptors.
that
Dang
one.
That's also the sounds the Eskimo make.
That's the sounds the Iron Giant makes when the metal starts to contract because it's too cold.
That's true.
All right, here is
Superman.
sound number 7.
Excuse me?
Okay, we'll play it again.
Sir. But you've already done. Are there movie repeats in
Nope.
here?
There are no
Okay,
repeats.
I didn't think so. What is wet and slimy, but also has metal creaky? I'm trying to remember our movie bracket all of a sudden. One more time
Sure.
for
Yeah.
mental stability. This is the best guess I've got.
Okay.
It's not
I
a
think
good
everybody
guess, but it's the
has-
best I've got.
Does everybody have it in their answers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dallas, you have said Jurassic World. That's the real one. That is incorrect.
Dang it. It's because I guessed prawny paper towels at first. I went with it.
Alex has said apes. sounds like a wet rope. You are close as far as the subject of the scene, but no, that is incorrect. And Cody has said Superman 2, the dinner scene where Reeves gets his revenge on the redneck that beat him up.
With a wet rope.
That is also incorrect. Here, I will play the full scene for you.
Okay. I led with my worst guess, just for you, Emily.
This is the scene in I Am Legend where he steps in the puddle and he gets caught in the trap.
We didn't have I Am Legend.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You did it again. That's not from our movie bracket. You a-hole. We had I, Robot.
Oh, man. This is fantastic.
So first of all, for anyone who's stumbled into this episode but didn't listen to the previous episodes, William watched the wrong movie for the movie bracket, then voted against the movie.
He did this intentionally.
And now he has included it again.
Intentionally.
If this was, is this intentional? Don't lie to me. Do not lie to me. Was this intentional? Was this intentional?
It was 100% intentional.
You booty hole stink.
It's a tube.
Man.
It's a tube.
And it goes all the way up to his mouth, where the laughter comes out of the other end of the hole.
I had to. No,
I knew that.
No
look.
points for anybody on that one. Sorry.
If you kiss,
I recognize
is it
that look.
one tube or two tubes touching?
Eventually, it just becomes one tube that goes all the way through. So far, thank you. I am entertained.
This is one of the reasons why we're never doing a horror movie.
I'm trying. It was PG-ish. PG-ish. Thanks, chat. Love y'all.
Okay. Here's sound. I promise the rest of them are actually.
So you watched I Am Legend, and then complained about not loving the movie, even though the movie in the movie bracket was I, Robot. We correct you on it, and now.
He's committed to the
taunt me. You taught me.
That's why I have 11 sounds. I was going to do 10, but that's the actual one. I promise the rest of them are actually from our bracket.
I don't believe you, but I have trust issues being your
William,
brother.
I would like for every bracket for you to mysteriously replace one movie with I Am Legend.
Yes.
Every time. But you don't tell us. You just explain that movie as if it were I Am Legend. We got to figure out which one it is.
That's going to be real fun in the comedy bracket. Okay.
33 years of being your brother has given me trust issues.
I know. Okay, here's sound number 8. Do you want it again?
Yes.
There's the train. How's there?
That's my
That's
train.
The same train. Yes, it's James the
I'm
Giant
like
Peach.
89%. I'm like 89% right. Like, think I'm right on this one, but
Sack in the chest of James of the Giant Peach.
That is.
Oh,
that's one of those cables snapped off of it.
Okay, is everybody locked in their answers?
Locked in.
Okay. Alex has said Blade Runner 2049, the cable shot at Sexy Ryan's flying car. No, that is incorrect.
Oh, it sounded right.
Cody has said, "Honey, I Reynolds rapped The Offspring, the laser scene." No, that is also incorrect. And Dallas has said the prawny paper towels.
That's District 9 because
District 9. Okay,
big
District
9. Bronze.
You are all incorrect, and you're going to be kicking yourself after this one. Here's the full clip.
You can fly? You can fly!
I can't believe.
Daggone it. They fly now?
They fly now.
They fly now. That was from The Iron Giant.
Man, I guessed that one so many times in my mind. And obviously not for this question.
I felt so good about it. I felt so good about it, too.
I did not.
All right,
I didn't feel good about any of these.
It was that last 11% that got me.
Yeah, 3 more chances for redemption here. Here is sound number 9.
Jumanji wasn't in here. See, the answer I want to go with feels too obvious, but it also doesn't seem right. Can one more, please?
Okay,
if you don't mind.
S'il vous plaît.
Because that is clearly a tiger.
Mm-hmm.
It's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon on here. Also, we're third tigers in that.
We're gonna do kung fu movies for our bracket one year.
Never. I'll sit out that year.
What?
I'll watch the baby who stands in front of the Jackie Chan.
That's all I watch.
scene.
That's why I'm so bad at this.
Now Dallas did put in Kung Pao Enter the Fist on our comedy
That's true.
bracket, and I can't wait. I watched that for the first time with you in college.
Yeah, you did. I think we're the only people that has ever seen that movie.
Right. I just need a response from Alex.
Me.
Okay. Alex has said, Jurassic World, I don't know. That's clearly a tiger. Well, that is incorrect, sir. Cody
No,
has
it's
said,
not. That's clearly
Dawn
a
of the
tiger.
Planet of the Dune Prawns.
He's
Open
it
parentheses.
could be apes. It could be apes.
Close parentheses. That is incorrect.
Okay. Whew.
And Dallas has said Men in Black when he steps on the bugs.
I'm sorry. Was that your auntie? Then that must.
I do one.
You are correct, sir. Yay!
And you got the time in the movie right. That's
I
2
did.
points.
That is 2
planets
points.
aligned
That
in
was
my
the
brain
movie,
for
and that was
one.
where it happened.
That's the only movie I watched because there's not a book adaptation. So,
All right, here is sound number 10.
Can you do it one more time?
Yep.
Oh man! Oh man!
Went full.
I'm so bad at
rigor
this.
mortis in his chair.
Can you give me one more? I'm
Yeah.
trying to place this. It's on the tip of my earlobe. And you said there's no repeats.
Correct. There are no repeats.
That's all I can picture right there. Are they in already? Because all I picture is Ripley going, "Get away from her, you." You know what?
I thought about that too.
I'm going
And
to
it's
keep
not-
boosting Zach's James and the Giant Peach as his
It's
guest.
James and the Giant Peach. That's got to be it.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! I need to remember what was actually in our bracket.
This is when the peach legs. They got the robot legs. They got the Lieutenant Dan legs.
The shark that was in the robotic shark that was in the water.
No, that's the wrong movie. That's the second one, not the third one. Okay, I'm typing.
Everybody's keyboard sounds are so different.
Vastly different. Yeah.
Mine's
okay.
a swiping thumb. That you can't-
Alex has said,
You ready
I,
for this one?
Robot, the big destructor robot. That is incorrect. Cody has said, RoboCop, the intro of the bigger robots. And specifically, Dallas McKinney has said RoboCop when the ED-209 is introduced.
Yeah, those are the bigger.
Yeah.
The enforcement droid, Series 209, is a self-sufficient law enforcement robot.
Is it weird that my thought process is that I could hear the stop motion?
That's what I went to too.
Nope.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, guys. Interestingly enough, we have arrived at the last question. It is worth 2 points. The score, as it stands, Alex has 5 points. Dallas has 4.5
Oh,
points.
yeah, because I got that dangling Chad.
And Cody has 4.5 points. It is a half-point differential for everyone on the board.
Oh, boy.
So
Thanks,
for
I
maybe
hate it.
Balls apart, y'all.
maybe the tie, maybe the tiebreaker, maybe who knows? We'll see how this plays out. Points are made up and the rules don't matter. Wait, what? Anyway, okay. Here is
That
sound
was from a more popular show.
Yeah, right.
I don't think so.
Here is sound
Steeler.
number 11. Would you like it again?
Yes, please.
I don't think I'm right.
Okay.
Man.
Answers have been locked in. Dallas has said alien when the eggs open.
No.
That is incorrect, sir.
Man.
Cody and Alex. Alex has said 2001 Space Odyssey, the space baby. Cody specifically said 2001 A Space Odyssey, that blasted space baby. That is also incorrect.
What?
It's Blade Runner 2049, isn't it? Is that what it is? No. What is that?
That was the sound of the liquid Terminator coming through the bars of the jail right before
the next guess
hitting.
was Blade Runner 2049 as they're doing surgery and they're pulling out the...
A lot of our
But that
movies
means-
have wet sounds.
Right?
I'm
Awkwardly.
I'm like deeply concerned. We both went
Right.
for space baby.
But that
gave
means
off uterus.
Can we have a wet movies bracket? Is that one that we got?
What Waterworld wins. It's the greatest
Yeah.
love story of all
That's
time.
true.
that means that winning by a margin of 0.5 points, Alex is the winner of the
You know what? This is
huzzah.
the most points I've ever gotten in a game. By far.
Yeah, you're right. And he is the winner of the second annual A Sound to Behold.
I believe if
to be heard. No, to be heard. What was it?
A sound to be
To be here? A sound to,
to
hear?
be
A Sound to Be Here.
to be
Sound
here.
to be here.
Yeah. The second annual A Sound to Be Here.
But this isn't to toot my own horn. I think did I win the first as well?
I think you did.
Is it-
Yeah, I think you did.
I gotta go for
This
3
is your
now.
prize.
Straw
Yeah,
tube
you get
hole.
the
Here's
tube,
your hole.
whole
Cody's
tube.
holding
Thank
up a straw.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys.
I'd
We're
like
gonna
to
cut
thank
to a
my
break.
mom. I'd like to
Nope,
thank.
we're gonna cut. We're gonna get the music and
love
play
to
him
thank
out
Zach.
of here.
Love to thank Emily. They're both here.
Transitions. Play. Oh, and that's all the time.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, yes. Urgent call. Unavoidable. Gotta go.
Excuse me, there's a sign at Ramsett Park that says do not drink the sprinkler water, so I made sun tea with it and now I have an infection.
I've just about had enough of you.
I'll be back.
This episode is brought to you by Potter Plus, your podcasting home for the upcoming Harry Potter TV show and so much more. Join me, your host, William, and many other magical friends as we pick apart the past, ponder the present, and unfog the future of the wizarding world. Potter Plus is a production of the Grapefruit Network, and you can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
And I am back.
How'd it go?
No, Pam. I'm back.
We have a new weather report. Lightning has struck. I repeat.
Gin and tonic.
Wongers. I don't know if they do bottomless gin and tonic, but we will find it.
There you go. I think that was Santana.
I like how he's actually getting some music
I
out
just,
of it.
I just pushed my fingers on all the tiny tubes. All over it.
That's
It's all
what
micro tubes.
she said. No. Family show.
Oh well, this one was perfect. Coming in on Instagram, it was actually my missus that sent this one in. Nice. If you could live in a sci-fi movie, which one would you be in and why?
Oh, a bracket movie?
Or just said sci-fi
forever.
Do I get to pick my station in this world? Because let's be real. There's plenty of these worlds that are really fun if you are the protagonist, and if you are anyone else, bad. No, don't. So
I already know. Just picking from my bracket, I would probably live in the Big Hero 6.
I was about to say that, and I didn't even vote for Big Hero 6. Like it's like almost a utopia.
San Francisco. My wife keeps telling people that I'm on an Asian kick when it comes to food, and we're approaching like year 8 of me being on the kick without any sign of leaving it. All Asian inspired flavors, cool tech. Yeah, I'd do Big Hero 6.
What would our other worlds be?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go Star Trek.
Ooh,
yeah.
Star Trek feels feasible in a good way.
It's not, but
your idea's stupid, Alex.
Wrong.
No, Roddenberry was full of it whenever he made Star Trek. But in terms of being an average everyday citizen, you kind of live in paradise if you're on Earth. So everything's great. It's kind of all hunky dory.
Some of these, Quiet Place, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. RoboCop.
Nope.
Us.
So mine is split between Jurassic World, because if they opened a park tomorrow, I would go tomorrow.
I would go.
Or Spaceballs, because I think that would just be fun times all the time. I want canned air. I want canned air, and I want space-made space stations.
I think you completely missed some of the messaging from like, hey, this is a bad world to live in, Dallas. And you're
it's
like,
a fun world. There's space RVs and there's Mogs. You know, there's not a Pizza Hut in any other world except for the one I'm going to.
We put Pogs in The Last Jedi, the greatest Star Wars movie, and you're like, I don't like it. But a Mog?
First off, they're Porgs, not Pogs. So
yeah, Pogs are 90s collectibles.
I was hoping you all would let it slide.
I don't think so. I've lost every game since the dawn of time. I'm not letting this slide.
Yeah, for me, like most people would say Star Wars for me, but at the same time, like in the context of the world that it's in, the Empire is
the
just
Empire did
starting.
nothing wrong. What are you talking about?
Right?
In Revenge of the Sith. I'm not gonna.
That's a whole subreddit, by the way.
One with the
it's amazing.
Oh, I know, but you know, Star Trek, the Federation, we figured it out, and even in the context of this movie, they're in the middle of a civilization-ending war that never hit Earth, so I'm at least safe as far as Earth is
not
concerned.
wrong. Yeah. So Cody, Star Trek,
they don't have money
Hero
anymore
6.
either. So it's not like you're having to worry about, like, you get to do work that's fulfilling in life. Like, that's the whole premise is like,
please, the moment that the holodeck comes to be, civilization
it'll be
will
amazing.
collapse. Just right there and then.
Dallas, yours was Jurassic World, because you would go to that park the moment it opens.
Yes.
And Alex, did you say Big Hero 6 too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, you know, I want a hairy baby robot like that. I would keep him deflated in low power mode just so I could
the
get
whole
that.
Time.
Yeah. Dumb Baymax.
Well, me much better half. I don't know what you hoped for from that question, but I hope it exceeded your expectations. And guys, with that, I'm gonna head out of here. This has
we
incredibly
actually
fun.
mean it this time.
I know.
Normally we say it and we stay and then we record more, but now we're actually going to leave.
Now that's actually time to leave. But
can we sing the Bear in the Big Blue House song when it's like?
Oh yeah.
No.
So
okay.
Jenny loves it. But let's clap it up for our chat that's joined us for our first live streamed episodes. And if you want to join us live while we record these episodes, Oh, he found the soundboard too. If you want to join us live during these recordings and interact with us and chat with us while we're recording these live, check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Grapefruit Network, because A Doctor and a Lawyer Walk Into a Bar is a production of the Grapefruit Network. If you want to find out more about this show, you can visit us at drandlawyer.show, and to find out more about the other shows inside of our network, you can visit us at thegrapefruitnetwork.com. That's been it for this one. I'm William.
I'm Dallas.
I'm Cody.
I'm sorry, I'm still jamming. That's my outro. I'm jamming.
And it's jamming. And we will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.
I wonder what our Audis are up to. Think our Audis are having fun tonight like this?
Audis is right here. You not have an Audi?
Let me push mine back in.
Uh-oh. I'm going to hit the stop button, and then we will all cease to exist.